All right, UFC 284, guys. If you didn't see my short yesterday, go check it out on the channel. Basically, I covered just a recap of the fight, but I would like to talk about a few more things regarding UFC 284, which was headlined with Islam Makhachev and Alexander Volkanovski. So, one of the things that I've been seeing and thinking also is, by the end of the 5 rounds, because this fight went 5 rounds, and I did not expect it to go 5 rounds, Volkanovski looks like he was still going. Like, he had energy. He had, he was vibrant almost. Like, he was pumped. And I'm sure the crowd helped because he was in his, his home country, and the crowd was very much for him and not Islam. But he looked like he was ready to go another 2 or 3 rounds. Islam, I've never seen him look so dead, so beat up and exhausted. And that goes to show that this is the first time Islam's gone 5 rounds. I mean, that's one thing. Volk has defended his title and gone multiple fights with 5 rounds. So that's huge. But if they have a rematch in 3 months or 6 months, not that much is going to change. I mean, the fight could play out different, but you have to remember that Islam has been doing this since he was a child. I mean, I'm sure as soon as he was 4 years old, 5 years old, he was wrestling already. And he's been fighting or wrestling his whole life. Alexander Volkanovski didn't get into fighting until the age of 22 or 23. Now, if Islam started at 4, maybe let's just say 5, and Volk started at 23, that's a 18-year difference in fighting, wrestling, martial arts, whatever you want to call it. So my point is, in 3 months to 5 months, it's not going to make that much of a difference. This is going to be very similar fight. But Volkanovski is still learning. He knows he can wrestle with Islam now, which is Islam's greatest strength. Islam did show Volk that he can punch with him, but I think Volkanovski was holding back because he was so concerned, and this could be for both sides. They were both so concerned with how the other one was going to approach the fight as far as with their strength, that they both were a bit held back and restricted on the way they were fighting. Now, this is important because they fought each other once now. They both know what to expect and how they can reapproach this fight. And my prediction, as of right now, this is the day after their first fight, February 12th it is now. Khabib's going to be back in the corner for Islam. I did see some things last night where apparently Khabib was mad at Islam through FaceTime call or whatever about, you could have done this, you should have done that, and all this. Who knows? I haven't seen anything on that really. But that's kind of what I predicted, because I predicted that Islam would win the fight, but I thought he was going to get too far away from the plan. And that's because he was trying to prove a point, and Khabib wasn't there to keep him in line. So this is really interesting. I hope they do this fight again within the next 6 months at most. And I think it's going to be just as good of a fight. And I still don't know who's going to win, because I heard today from Jesse on Fire, actually, one of the guys I like to watch. He said that he heard from someone else, Islam won the match, but Alex won the fight. And that was huge, because that's exactly what I was thinking last night after the fight. I said, I don't know exactly who won, but looking at these two guys, I can look at Alex and I can see that he still has energy. He still looks on fire. He still looks focused, like he's ready for another fight. And as soon as you look at Islam, he looked drained. He looked exhausted. He looked beat up. It looked like he'd gone through the hardest thing he ever has. And that would be the only reason I see this fight not happening again, because Islam knows he might not win the next time. So, if you like this video, guys, hit the like button. Mostly, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs. Thank you for watching.